Let's talk about Merck, a global pharmaceutical giant, a household name, a name synonymous with life-saving medicines and groundbreaking research. For decades, they've been at the forefront of medical innovation. On a recent Tuesday, Merck made headlines, capturing the attention of the business world. It wasn't a new drug breakthrough, but a bold announcement that signaled a significant shift in strategy. The announcement detailed a plan to cut $3 billion from its operating costs by 2027. A massive undertaking, to say the least. This isn't just minor belt-tightening or a routine cost-saving measure. It's a sweeping overhaul touching every part of the company, from top to bottom. A fundamental restructuring. The move will impact investors who are always sensitive to changes in a company's financial outlook, employees who face uncertainty about their roles in the future of the company, and patients worldwide who rely on Merck's medications. Merck's plan is comprehensive, leaving no stone unturned in its quest for efficiency. It's affecting sales strategies and how the company approaches its markets. Research and development, the very lifeblood of a pharmaceutical company, and manufacturing on a global scale, impacting production lines and supply chains. No department is untouched, no division spared from scrutiny. The company's leadership frames this as a proactive strategy, not a reaction to crisis or declining profits. They're preparing for predictable, looming challenges in the healthcare landscape. The goal? To ensure Merck can keep discovering and developing new medicines for the next generation, maintaining its competitive edge in a rapidly evolving market. But the path forward will require tough, sometimes painful decisions that will test the company's resolve. This is about more than just money, cutting costs, and boosting the bottom line. It's about the future of medicine and Merck's role in shaping that future. Merck is betting that these changes will secure its place as an industry leader, ready to face the challenges of tomorrow. The world is watching to see if they can pull it off and whether this bold move will pay off in the long run. What does a $3 billion cut look like in practice? It inevitably means job cuts, impacting the lives of many dedicated employees. It also means project reevaluations, with some initiatives likely being scaled back or even canceled altogether. And it entails manufacturing changes, potentially leading to facility closures or shifts in production strategies. It's a top-to-bottom reimagining of a 134-year-old company, a complete transformation. The stakes are high, and the consequences will ripple across the industry, affecting competitors and partners alike. Merck isn't waiting for disaster to strike or for market forces to dictate its fate. They're trying to get ahead of it, proactively shaping their future and securing a strategic advantage. The company's future, and perhaps the future of medicine, depends on the success of this ambitious plan. All eyes are on Merck as it embarks on this massive transformation, a pivotal moment in its long and storied history. Why is Merck making such a drastic move now? What's driving this urgent need to cut costs and restructure their operations? It's a question on the minds of investors, employees, and industry analysts alike. The answer: the looming patent cliff. This isn't just a minor hurdle. It's a significant challenge that could reshape Merck's financial landscape. In pharma, patents protect profits. They grant exclusive rights to manufacture and sell a drug, allowing companies to recoup their massive research and development investments. When they expire, generics flood the market and sales plummet. The impact can be devastating, often leading to a rapid decline in revenue for the original drug manufacturer. Merck's biggest threat is the upcoming loss of exclusivity for its blockbuster cancer drug, Keytruda. This single drug accounts for a significant portion of Merck's revenue, making its patent expiration a critical concern. They can't afford to wait until the revenue disappears. They must act now. Proactive measures are essential to mitigate the financial impact and ensure the company's long-term stability. Beyond patents, Merck faces pressure from governments and insurers demanding lower drug prices. This global trend towards cost containment in healthcare is squeezing pharmaceutical companies' profit margins. Innovation is expensive, but the market demands affordability. Balancing the need for groundbreaking research with the pressure to offer cost-effective treatments is a constant challenge. The squeeze is real. Merck must do more with less. Streamlining operations and optimizing resource allocation are crucial for maintaining competitiveness. Competition is fiercer than ever, with nimble biotech startups and other pharma giants vying for market share. The landscape is constantly evolving, requiring companies to be agile and innovative. Merck can't rely on past successes. It must be lean and ready to invest in the next big breakthrough. The future of medicine depends on continuous innovation and a willingness to embrace new technologies. This $3 billion savings plan is their war chest for the future. It's a strategic move to ensure they have the resources to navigate the challenges ahead. It's about survival in a rapidly changing industry. The pharmaceutical sector is undergoing a period of significant transformation, driven by technological advancements and evolving market dynamics. The plan frees up resources to invest in new science and stay ahead. By prioritizing research and development, Merck aims to discover and develop the next generation of life-saving treatments. Cost efficiency isn't just smart, it's essential. It's a fundamental requirement for long-term success in today's competitive environment. Merck is positioning itself to weather the storm and lead the next era of medicine. They aspire to be at the forefront of medical innovation, shaping the future of healthcare for generations to come. The clock is ticking and Merck is racing to adapt. The company understands the urgency of the situation and is committed to taking decisive action to secure its future. What's fueling the palpable sense of urgency at Merck? What's driving these high-stakes meetings and strategic realignments within the company's headquarters? Keytruda. The answer in one word is Keytruda. This cancer drug is a phenomenon, a true game-changer in oncology. It's revolutionizing cancer treatment and generating over $25 billion in sales last year alone, a testament to its efficacy and market demand. Keytruda alone makes up more than 40% of Merck's total revenue, highlighting its critical importance to the company's financial health. But its main patents expire in 2028, a date that looms large on Merck's strategic horizon. This expiration opens the door to cheaper biosimilars, potentially eroding Keytruda's market share and profitability. The patent cliff isn't just a theoretical risk, it's a looming certainty, a challenge the company must confront head-on. Losing Keytruda's exclusivity could devastate Merck's finances, creating a significant revenue gap that needs to be filled. The company has tried to maximize Keytruda's value by expanding its approved uses and exploring the development of new formulations and versions, but these efforts are recognized internally as only temporary fixes, not long-term solutions. The recently announced $3 billion cost-cutting plan is a direct and decisive response to this looming crisis, a preemptive measure to bolster financial stability. Merck is undergoing a significant restructuring, strategically reorganizing its operations to survive and thrive in a post-Keytruda world. The anticipated savings will be strategically reinvested to fund the high-stakes search for the next blockbuster drug, the future revenue driver. It's a high-pressure race against time. Every passing quarter brings them inexorably closer to the patent cliff, intensifying the urgency. The company's long-term future and sustained success critically depends on successfully bridging the significant revenue gap that Keytruda's eventual decline will inevitably leave behind. This is Merck shifting into high gear, accelerating its efforts to innovate and stay ahead of the competition in a rapidly evolving pharmaceutical landscape. The stakes couldn't be higher for Merck as they navigate this critical transition. The countdown to 2028 is officially on, and the pressure is mounting. As if the patent cliff wasn't enough, Merck faces new U.S. tariffs on Chinese imports. These tariffs raise the cost of essential raw materials for drug manufacturing. Merck can't simply pass these costs to consumers. Political pressure keeps drug prices in check. The result: squeezed profit margins and more urgency to cut costs elsewhere. The tariffs highlight the risks of a global supply chain. Merck may need to find new, possibly pricier suppliers outside China. This adds complexity and expense to their operations. The company hasn't disclosed the exact financial hit, but it's significant. Tariffs are another reason Merck must tighten its belt. The global landscape is shifting, and Merck must adapt quickly. Every new challenge makes the $3 billion savings plan more critical. It's a perfect storm of internal and external pressures. What will Merck do with $3 billion in savings? It's not just about profit, it's about reinvestment. The goal: fuel innovation by pouring resources into research and development. Merck is pruning overhead to grow its science pipeline. The company is betting big on its scientists to discover the next generation of breakthrough medicines. Focus areas include oncology, vaccines, cardiometabolic diseases, and neuroscience. The savings will fund clinical trials, hire top talent, and acquire new technology. Drug development is risky. Most projects fail, burning through millions. But not taking this risk is even riskier in pharma. Merck's future depends on turning these savings into scientific breakthroughs. The plan is a high-stakes gamble on innovation. If successful, it could transform medicine for decades. If not, Merck could face decline. The company is all in on science. The next chapter will be defined by what their labs can deliver. Cutting $3 billion isn't just numbers, it's people. Merck's restructuring means job cuts across departments and regions. The company is shifting to a digital-first sales model, reducing traditional roles. Research and manufacturing will be restructured, with some projects and plants cut. Employees face uncertainty and anxiety as the company pivots. For some, it's a personal crisis. For Merck, it's a strategic necessity. The challenge? Manage the transition with compassion while staying competitive. The human cost is real, even as the company pursues long-term growth. Merck's future depends on balancing efficiency with empathy. Merck's latest financials show strength and vulnerability. Keytruda continues to drive strong sales, masking issues elsewhere. The animal health division remains steady, but Gardasil, Merck's HPV vaccine, hit a snag. Supply disruptions halted shipments to China. Demand is high, but manufacturing bottlenecks limit supply. This exposes Merck's reliance on a few blockbuster products. When one stumbles, the impact is immediate. The Gardasil issue is a cautionary tale about supply chain fragility. Merck needs to diversify its portfolio to reduce risk. The current numbers show a company in transition, profitable, but with cracks showing. The urgency to adapt is clear. The race to build a more resilient business is on. Despite challenges, Merck has raised its sales and profit forecasts for the year. Strong Keytruda sales and optimism about resolving Gardasil's supply issues buoy the outlook. Wall Street responded positively, but leadership remains cautious. The benefits of the $3 billion plan will take years to materialize. Investments in new research may not pay off for a decade, if at all. The updated forecast reflects present strength, not guaranteed future success. Merck's story is now twofold: short-term stability, long-term transformation. Investors like the current numbers, but the real test is ahead. The company must reinvent itself before Keytruda's patent expires. Cautious optimism prevails, but the stakes are enormous. The next few years will define Merck's legacy. Merck stands at a crossroads, proactively reshaping itself for a future beyond Keytruda. The $3 billion cost-cutting plan is a bold bet on innovation and survival. Success means a stronger, more diversified company. Failure could mean decline. For employees, the transition brings uncertainty and loss. For patients, the hope is that Merck's gamble leads to new life-saving treatments. The risk focus on blockbusters could leave some research areas behind. The reward breakthroughs that change medicine for everyone. Merck's transformation is more than a business story. It's about the future of health. The next chapter will impact workers, investors, and patients worldwide. The world is watching as Merck races to reinvent itself.